My days have been looking like this lately, but it's all so I can have days that look like this. And I'll tell you something that no one wants to hear. Patience can mean boredom at the moment, and maybe even for a while. But what we all know deep down is that patience could lead to payoff. Have you ever felt like you were stuck, like you just don't have the motivation to take care of your surroundings or maybe yourself sometimes? I've been feeling complacent at my job, in my apartment, with my physical gains, and besides being emotional over problems that were not of my own doing, the main emotion or feeling that's gotten my attention is boredom. Boredom means sitting still. It means being exhausted even though there's nothing more that we could do to get things to move forward. Boredom means that nothing is happening, nothing is interesting or catching our interest. Boredom became a state of being that I am now familiar with. Even if I was doing something that I would normally enjoy, I would find myself doing that something out of habit or just to simply have something to do than to just sit there. But what I didn't realize until now is that boredom is beautiful. Boredom means stability and security. Being bored is a privilege. How many people would love to be in the position I'm in? And how many people would find this moment of stillness and lack of eventfulness an opportunity to be grateful for? I know a lot of us are bored. A lot of us are stuck to our devices. And I get the irony that I am posting on a platform that is actually my vice to sleeping well at night. But the point I'm trying to make is while boredom is subjective to the person, it can be inherently good if we find the meaning to it ourselves. Boredom could mean that there's other things happening without us even knowing. There are people making moves for forward progression that maybe we cannot or should not do because of the fears of repercussion. Hell, there's even forces at work throughout the universe catapulting us into motion without us even trying. But if you're in a place where the boredom becomes complacency, that's when the change should come. Complacency is staying in the same place because you think you've achieved what you needed and there is no motivation for any other movement forward. And honestly, if you are truly happy with staying the same and being the same, then maybe this is the place you should be, and I'm happy for you that you're comfortable. But I wish for more. I want adventure. I want to learn more. I want to be interested and interesting. I want to be productive and contribute to my communities. So silently, and maybe not so silently since I post on social media, I will continue growing through the moments of boredom. I let myself go through the boredom of clocking in and out, through the feelings of stagnation at the gym. I let the idea that routine is boring pass through my mind because I know that these habits are parts of the hard work I have done to better myself and my life. Routine seemed boring when I was in my 20s, but through maturing and feeling my bones the way that I do now, I understand why routine is so important, why boredom is considered a privilege. When we reject going out for a date night or a fun excursion, we're building our finances to support our growing aspirations to be homeowners or travelers, or saving the time to be gamers or artists. When we stick to a routine and have morning or nightly rituals we look forward to, we allow ourselves space to reflect and be mindful of our bodies and brains, and therefore building boundaries and non-negotiables that align with the person that we're becoming. When we continue conversations with our support system and loved ones, we build the strength of our bond with them. So while it might feel like boredom at the moment, these small changes, these good habits that we repeat day after day, all have a purpose to fortify the framework that we laid to being that better person we want to be, and to actually participate in activities that we've been wanting to do. I want to travel at the end of this year. Even though we're about to start paying on a mortgage, I know that I can achieve this goal. I can only do this if I cut back on what I spend on going out to eat, on the subscriptions I allow myself to have, and to shop for unnecessary items less often. And don't get me wrong, I still allow myself a small budget for a little weekend spree or a solo date at a cafe, but having a clear goal motivates me to compromise. I don't let myself go over budget because I know I have the means to travel if I stop spending on that damn credit card. So yes, this means that there will be a weekend or 2 or 3 that I don't have anything fun lined up, but I have hobbies, ones where I already have the materials or are free to do that fulfill me and my time. So while I have moments of boredom and days I don't feel like doing my routine, routine, I let that thought pass and let myself be grateful for these moments. I might even be wishing for moments of boredom like this in the future. I know that I'll love myself for sitting through the boredom and repeating these habits over and over because I can live more than I did last month. I know what goes into my favorite coffee. I saved money for our PAX East trip. I got to budget in Korean barbecue twice the last 2 months. And most of all, I proved that I can and always will show up for myself. Boredom can be beautiful and is not something that we should be taking for granted because boredom means that we have time. Time to improve, time to learn, time to connect. And time is our most valuable resource as human beings. We have such a limited amount of it. So what are you going to do with your time? Do you have a goal that you're looking forward to achieving? Or maybe parts of your routine that other people might think is boring but is actually helping you to improve? Y'all let me know in the comments. I look forward to interacting with y'all. Thank you so much for watching and listening. And if y'all like content like this, subscribe and follow me on my socials. Remember to slow down, live grandly, and stay compassionate. I love y'all boos, and I'll see y'all next week.